Good morning, Chicago Cubs fans, and we are back with another edition of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. Later today, it is all on the line. Game 5, NLDS, Cubs Brewers. We're going to preview all of that. We're going to discuss the matchups. We're going to talk about could this be the end of the season, the whole 9 yards. But before we get into all that, if you guys are truly enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and go Cubs go. So let's talk about it, right? 7:08 Central Standard Time. The Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers are going to be playing in Game 5 of the NLDS. No team has named their starter, even though we have our suspicions. We believe the Brewers will either open with an opener and just go to Jacob Misiorowski, or will go with Jacob Misiorowski straight up. No one's confirmed it yet either for the Cubs, but it is starting to look like it's going to be Colin Ray and a combo of Aaron Savali as well. Shota is out on full rest in there too, so he might get an inning as well. The Cubs are just going to find a way to get to that pen. They just need to get those first 5 innings under control. It's going to be about who jumps out first in this one. You know, I know that's not the way the first 3 games of the series went, but whoever can jump out first and hold that other team down, that is going to be critical in this one. I think it's going to take 5 or 6 runs for the Cubs to win this game. Maybe not technically by the end of the score, but in demoralizing fashion sense, yes. The Brewers, backs against the wall as well. The Cubs, back against the wall as well. We're going to talk about that here in a couple of segments, but it's going to be all hands on deck for both squads. Quinn Priester and Jose Quintana are both going to be available as well. It's going to be a great game. Hopefully, maybe it's not a great game. Maybe the Cubs blow them out and we can all just breathe easy and have a good one, but that's not how Game 5s work. That's not how Cubs Brewers work, okay? So I expect it to be a close game, close matchup. Keys of the game, right? Home runs. The Cubs are going to have to hit home runs. We hit home runs. That's how we win ball games. Brewers are going to small ball their way. I don't know what's going to play more of a factor. Another key factor, Jacob Misiorowski's control. Will he be able to lock in like he did in Game 2? Because he was dotting that bad boy on the black, on the line. He looked incredible in that game. But recently, again, it's part of the rookie growing pattern, right? His first 5 or 6 starts made him an all-star this year. But these past few months, he's been a little more erratic, a little more wild. And again, if the Cubs can just remain patient, they have to remain patient in this one. That will give them the best chance to win here. So, yeah, like we said, who could the Cubs use in Game 5? I'm going to say it like this. Pretty much anybody that isn't named Jameson Taillon or Matthew Boyd. Shota is available on full rest. I can't imagine Craig Counsell's going to go to him to start the game. I think they're going to use Colin Ray, and then they're going to go to Aaron Savali. Maybe they use Shota for an inning if the back part of the order comes up. I heard that one, and I was like, I like that maybe for Shota. But again, he has been so susceptible to giving up the home run ball. Ideally, the Cubs don't use him. Ideally, we save him for Game 3 or Game 4 of the NLCS, because the Cubs would just take care of business here in Game 5. But, you know, the anxiety starting to set in, the nerves starting to rack in. Which one of these teams is going to show up? That is going to be the question. If I was to run the game plan, I would start with Colin Ray. Kind of see where we're at after 2 innings or 1 time through the order. If they're hitting the ball hard, but we're getting, they're hitting the ball at people, I would definitely throw in Aaron Savali. I just want to get through 4-5 innings with just those 2 pitchers, and then we can kind of go to our Daniel Palencia / Drew Pomeranz combo for an inning or 2. Then we can bring in Andrew Kittredge, Caleb Thielbar, and then we can rock with Keller in that sense to kind of close out the game. I imagine that's going to be the game plan here for the Cubs, but we shall see, right? And here we go. The backs are against the wall here in Milwaukee. Once again, the backs have been against the wall for 2 straight games. This is the first time the Brewers' backs have been against the wall in ever this season. They have not had a game of this magnitude and or pressure all season long. So I would be curious to see how they react in this situation. This is house money, though. All the pressure is on Milwaukee. The Cubs have a chance to go out and execute and take care of business. Michael Busch obviously has just been sensational this whole series. Kyle Tucker has started to figure it out. He starting to look healthy. He sees the ball really, really well. Seiya Suzuki has been clutch for us this series too. PCA starting to get a little more patient at the plate. Matt Shaw got his first hit last game. Nico has been raking this whole time. This lineup is starting to catch fire, and it's awesome. It's really a lot of fun to watch, and I just hope it continues in Game 5. But, you guys know baseball. It's a very fickle game. Momentum can switch at any given moment. So hopefully the Cubs can grab enough momentum, take a big lead, and go on to the NLCS and catch that flight to LA, like Craig Counsell said. So for all the marbles, win or go home, the bragging rights. I think they said 90 teams. There's been 90 instances that a team was down 0-2 has forced a Game 5. The road team is 10-7 in that matchup. That favors the Cubs. In the specific instance that the home team has won all 4 games, the road team is 3-2 in the Game 5. Again, numbers that favor the Cubs. But like I said in the previous video, right? They are just numbers. They do not mean anything. You have to go and play the game. But again, I like where we're at. I feel confident. It's go Cubs go. I think we're going to win the game. I like our chances. And, even if the season ends, I'm just happy that we're here. And I'm enjoying this ride, potentially for the last time. And if we win, guess what? We're gonna play for at least another week in October, which is something you can truly, truly cherish with this franchise. So, again, the only pitchers I don't think are available for the Brewers are Freddie Peralta. He kind of gave it his all there in Game 4. Quentin Priester, he only went 30 pitches in Game 3. Quintana only went an inning and a half, or inning and 2/3, so he didn't throw too many pitches. He'll be available. A lot of the bullpen was used in Game 4, though, but with that day rest, I imagine a good amount of them are going to be good to go, ready to rock and roll. But if the Cubs bring that same approach to the plate, the patience, right? I mentioned in the video yesterday, right? When the Cubs are really, really patient, they had into the 3rd inning, they had 8 batters with 6 or more pitches per plate appearance. That is what drives this team to great success. You wear out that bullpen, they start throwing pitches down the middle, and you hammer them and score runs. And that's what we're going to have to do here. And again, we've scored in the 1st inning every single game. I kind of have a feeling it's not going to happen this game. I just hope I'm wrong, So, either way, Game 5, tonight, 7:08 Central. I believe it's going to be Colin Ray and Jacob Mizorowski, or, Aaron Ashby to Mizorowski. I'm curious to see if they use the opener to try and force Craig to do something silly. I'm hoping Craig just kind of says, hey, we're rolling out this lineup that's been very productive for us these past few games, and we're going to let the chips fall where they may. Because Aaron Ashby can't go more than an inning or 2. So they're going to bring in a right-hander eventually, and then that's where we strike. Also, Michael Busch went yard off a left-hander, so lots of good things to look forward to. The video after this one, it could be a big-time celebration going to the NLCS, or a season mortem, or whatever it's called. Hopefully it's not that. A post-mortem for the season. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully we're celebrating and we're having a great time. So, again, for all of you who keep watching the videos, I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday. Stress with me. We're blessed. We're blessed to be here. And again, we're playing with house money. Just remember that. Remember we were down 0-2. The Brewers should have wrapped this up days ago, but they didn't. They might have let the Cubs get hot. And I've just implored to them, don't let us get hot. because the rest of the league might be in trouble. Hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. I'll talk to you soon.